to, I think.
Maybe you'll like it better there now?
I liked it well enough before, mostly.
I'll come visit you, maybe.
Good. I'd like that. Now, don't say anything, remember? We're the Silent Sisters, right?
That's us.
Sister Eliza Graham, isn't it?
Yes.
Welcome back to Mansion House.
Thank you.
We still use the wing in the back for the hotel.
I remember.
Yes. Will you be content with your old duties?
Thank you. I'll only be troubling you a couple of weeks.
They tell me you make the best breakfast in the county.
Oh, anybody can cook.
No, Sister Eliza. I can assure you from personal experience, not everybody can cook. Now, good breakfast will improve relations with our neighbors. We sorely need that.
I'll do my best while I'm here.
They tell me it was in this room. This is where everybody came to see the bodies.
Yes.
I wasn't here. I was back east. Apparently, they plugged up Joseph's wounds with cotton, soaked in camphor so that smell.
I heard that.
You didn't come?
No.
Oh.
I'm not much in the church these days.
I see.
Am I still welcome?
Tell me, what do you think of the temple so far?
Oh, it's beautiful, truly.
What do you think of the windows?
They're beautiful.
You stay here as long as you like.
Mr. Browning.
Yes?
Wonder if I might have a moment. May I come in?
It is the Sabbath. I'm on my way to church.
I'm here on behalf of the other defendants.
Nevertheless...
Mr. Browning, the trial begins tomorrow. We need to know your defense. Our defense.
This day hath the Almighty hallowed. I will not profane it. If your wish is that he sustain us in this trial, I enjoin you to search for him in prayer all this day.
You defended Joe Smith once. People say you were his friend. How do we know you'll do a good job for us?
Whom God places in my way to defend, I defend. He sustains me, Mr. Sharp, and ensures the victory. Particularly when my opponent is also his.
You mean Joe Smith?
I mean Josiah Lamborn.
Listen, we're innocent. All of us.
I must ask you never again to speak to me on that subject. That is a matter entirely between you and the Almighty. It does not concern me at all.
Mrs. Fleming, is it?
That's right.
Is your husband here?
No, he ain't, but there's big, strong fellows just a call away if I need them.
Oh, you won't need them. I'm a lawyer, ma'am.
That ain't entirely reassuring.
I'm here on court business. I'd like to ask Mr. Fleming
You
if
ain't got nothing to say about court business.
Well, perhaps
Neither do I. Want some coffee?
How about Miss Eliza Graham?
She ain't here.
Do you mind telling me where she went?
Yes, I would. She's just gone.
Well, it's kind of peculiar, ain't it, to be just gone?
No, it ain't. It ain't the least peculiar to go visiting folks when you want to.
Listen, I'm staying over at Hamilton House in Carthage. I wonder if you could let me know if she stops in from Nauvoo.
Sure.
Nauvoo, huh? Thank you, Mrs. Fleming. I think I'll have that coffee some other time.
Brothers and sisters, I feel like shouting hallelujah that ever I knew Joseph Smith. He was our beloved prophet. He communed with angels and with the great Jehovah. He brought before our eyes the things of God. Now, tomorrow begins the court trial of the lawless men who killed him.
Miss Eliza Graham?
Some of you have been called to be jurors. A few have volunteered to give testimony. May the Lord bless and protect you.
Do you mind if we have a talk? Over at the mansion house?
For all the rest, we will attend to our own business and go nowhere within miles of Carthage. We will keep the peace. We charge all others to do the same.
It's a lost cause. Everybody says so.
It ain't a lost cause. There's going to be plenty of Mormons on the jury. There's got to be. It's the law. You people make up half the county.
What do you mean, you people?
You're going to tell me you're not a Mormon? You just happened to move to Nauvoo this week?
What if I told you I'm not?
Well, are you or ain't you?
I got nothing to say. I already told everything to the grand jury last year.
Thing is, I've read your testimony, and it's a couple jiggers short of a full drink.
What?
Well, it's incomplete, Miss Graham. That's why it caught my eye. Oh, I ain't saying you told lies, but questions weren't very good, were they?
What do you mean?
Did you hear shots at any time? Do you harbor personal feelings against any defendant? Pretty easy questions to answer without saying much.
I told the truth.
Miss Eliza Graham, up until yesterday, you spent pretty much every day working and living in the one place everybody in Warsaw came to talk. Now, suddenly, the beginning of court week, you pack up all your things and move out here. You telling me you don't have a story to tell?
I can't remember any more than I told the grand jury.
You can't remember.
No.
Are you scared, Miss Graham?
Why don't you compel my testimony if you don't believe me? I heard you've been doing that with militia fellas around the county. Why don't you get Sam Fleming to haul me over to Carthage?
Would you tell the truth if I did? Or would you forget the same things you forgot to tell the grand jury?
I got nothing to say.
Hello?
Who is it?
It's Thomas Sharp, Mr. Browning.
It is exceedingly late, Mr. Sharp.
Yes, it's past midnight. It's no longer Sunday. May I come in?
This is iniquitous.
Yes, I apologize, but we're all a bit nervous, as I'm sure you can appreciate.
Come in, then.
Thank you. Mr. Browning, there's something I'd like to say.
Yes?
But just hear me out, will you?
Of course, Mr. Sharp, you're my client.
If you get up at dawn and you look out that way, you can see the sun bring the prairie alive foot by foot. Then when it hits the river, it turns it to silver.
Why are you telling me this?
Because it's how we feel. This is our place. It's our home. This was our Zion before the Mormons came and overran it.
I appreciate your feelings, Mr. Sharp. Now, if there's nothing further, a good night's sleep is the best arrow an attorney has in his quiver.
What about our defense?
What about it, Mr. Sharp?
Well, here's what we've been thinking. We figure we can get 25, maybe 30 men testifying on our behalf to our stature in the community. We're all prominent men.
I have no intention of calling any character witnesses. I will advance no positive case. There's none to be made.
But that doesn't...
It is well known that the Warsaw militia killed Joseph Smith.
Yes, but
Four
just
of you
because...
defendants are officers in the
now,
militia.
hold on a
and
moment.
your newspaper bellowed for Smith's death and justified the murders afterwards.
You believe that we're guilty?
Mr. Sharp, I will not ask you again. Do not bring up that irrelevant subject. Now, if it will ease your mind to learn my intentions, I will explain, but briefly. I need my sleep.
All right.
First, Mr. Lambourne will present his witnesses.
You won't find any witnesses.
You made sure of that, did you? Are you sure you've threatened everybody?
Now, listen. We've got a right to look out for ourselves. That's in the United States Constitution.
Lambourne always finds witnesses, believe me. It will then be my task to bring to light their defects, their secret sins. Everybody has them. I guarantee he'll find